All right, so an update for the intake manifold. I know everyone's been asking about it. It's better late than never. I've had it on for at least 6 months now, driving it. So everything works good. I haven't had any issues with it so far. So I guess I can just cover a couple of the modifications I had to do to get this to fit and get it to function properly. So first, as you can tell, I'm able to keep the factory or the fuse box in the factory location, which was nice. I didn't want to relocate any of that, so that was a big plus. Let's see if I can get in here. Just the main cable here just had to, kind of reroute it a little bit. The battery's now in the trunk, so that's a difference. It does come close over here to the TPS side, so I just put some extra padding, insulation around the cable where it connects, and taped it good, so just in case I get any flex on the engine, I don't get anything touching anything in contact. I ran my piping here through the fender side. No issues with that. Just had to trim a hole. I modified a smaller tank so I can keep my washer fluid. I need that because I daily drive this car, so that's why everything's a little dirty. I was able to use a non-turbo power steering pump, or power steering reservoir. The only difference is where the throttle cable bracket is here, where it rotates. You have to actually modify the side of the tank here. So people like the term massage, so you have to kind of massage the reservoir here. Also, where the return port is here on the side, because the stock one on an NA car just comes straight out. Well, I took a piece of tubing and welded it on there, and it runs down below. Otherwise, it'll run right into your intake. I'm not sure if you can see down here, but I just ran a line lower so it can connect down at the bottom. I used the Land Cruiser throttle cable, trimmed it to size. I probably could have trimmed it a little shorter because I have some extra here, but I'd rather have too much cable than not enough. Haven't had any issues with the fuel rail. I mean, a fuel rail is a fuel rail. I'm running ID 1000s. No issues with it. The idle air control valve fits, but it does need some modification. Show it down here. So the coolant ports had to be removed, otherwise they will hit. Also, I bent my bracket for my dipstick tube. I bent it over so I could use the bolt that mounts on the idle valve here. It is close to the oil filter, but it fits. So yeah, haven't had any issues with it. It was kind of a pain to fit in there. The harness runs underneath. I mean, dealing with a 25-plus-year-old harness with brittle wires and stuff, I think most of us can relate to the issues with that, but nothing wrong with that. I haven't had any issues with throttle body leaking. I just run a pump tune as I daily drive it, so I'm only around between 18 and 22 psi, so I can't say if it leaks at higher boost levels. It could. Eventually, I want to go to a more of a drive-by-wire system because I already missed my cruise control. But this is an update for the intake. Works well. I did lose a little on the low end, which was to be expected, but I'm still running a smaller turbo at the moment, so room to grow for sure. For the price though, and what's out there, I think it's still a good option.